Clemson bleeding out slowly? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Reaper, Jack the Reaper, and I got another banger video for you guys today. But first off, like, comment, subscribe. Let's be special, baby. Let's be special. So as you guys have probably know by now, it's been a very turbulent past week and a half for the Clemson coaching staff. Brent Venables has gone from defensive coordinator to head coaching of Oklahoma, and Tony Elliot has gone from offensive coordinator to head coach of Virginia. Now, over the past years, Dabo's done a very good job keeping the coaching staff intact for the majority, pretty much intact. Now, this is kind of the first real test of the coaching staff's departing and them taking assistant coaches, operational guys with them. So we're gonna see what happens. It's gonna be a very turbulent year, possibly, but I think it'll be alright. I think Dabo's gonna right the ship. But that being said, we expected Tony to kind of leave because he's always been looking for head coaching opportunities. He's come out and said he wants to be a head coach eventually, so that was his goal. Brent was kind of surprising. I always thought he was going to eventually leave, but I thought he was going to wait until his son. He's got a son named Tyler on the team right now, plays safety, and I thought that he was going to wait until Tyler graduated, or maybe even senior year later down the road, and then take a head coaching position. But obviously, you look at the contract Oklahoma gave him, made him one of the highest paid first-time head coaches ever. There's a certain time in life where you just got to look at the money that I can't turn down that money. And I don't blame him. Oklahoma gave him a lot of money, and sometimes you just can't turn it down. It's what happens. But Tony, we knew he was going to leave at some point, and obviously Brett and Tony have kind of brought some of their guys, some of their assistant coaches, some of the strength and conditioning assistant coaches, the grad assistants with them to their various universities. That's just how you progress in your career. You know, one of your coaches that you report to gets promoted at another school, and they want you to do good work, and they want to bring you with you. That's just how coaching and rising through the rankings and coaching works in sports. By the way, Dabo, if you need an analytics guy or something like that, give me a call. I'm available. One big thing this has done for Clemson is it's kind of hurt the recruiting class a lot. Because coming up December 15th, this week, is the early signing day for college football recruiting. So that means that many of the guys that are going to be enrolling in January are signing this week, and then they'll be enrolling in January. That's the plan for Cade Klubnik. I'm very happy that he decided to stay with Clemson. So he's going to sign on 15th and then enroll in January. But we've lost a fair amount of guys due to Brent leaving. Now, this was kind of to be expected because this is our first time undergoing a coaching change. So, I mean, we lost all three of our IMG Academy guys, which I made a video on them. And one of them was a 5-star, two of them were 4 stars, but I think they want to play together. Might be going to Michigan. We'll see where they go. But we just had some defensive decommits that were kind of surprising. We were kind of hoping they'd stick around, but I mean, this is just what happens at large programs. I mean, you look at Georgia's losing their defensive coordinator to Oregon, and you look at Alabama, it feels like every 2 years that entire Alabama coaching staff turns over besides Nick Saban. Now, the difference between Alabama and Clemson, though, is year after year, Alabama's reloaded and proven that they can get guys to the league, get guys to perform at their highest level, and get guys paid in the NFL. And this is the first time that Clemson's had a coaching staff turnover, so we need to take this opportunity to really pounce on everything and prove that we can get these guys to the league, get them to the NFL, get them those NFL money, and that's honestly, that's what a lot of these top recruits are looking for. I mean, winning a national championship, yes. Do they want to be competitive? Yes, they want to be competitive. But ultimately, their goal is to make it to the league and make it to the NFL. So we need to prove that we can do that with the coaching changes that we've made. Now, as I was talking about the decommits for the class, yes, we've had a fair amount of decommits. We still have some good guys coming in, but overall, our recruiting class has kind of taken a bit of a hit. I mean, we're ranked at 15th nationally, I believe, and 3rd in the ACC. Oh, brother. Third in the ACC, I just don't think it's going to cut it forever. I mean, one down year, sure, we can do it, but we need to make sure this isn't a trend. We need to hit the recruiting hard next year and get some of the top guys that we had initially wanted, get them to commit, get them to come, and kind of boost the rankings for next year. One bad year, we can survive, we can recover. But if we have multiple years of recruiting, We may be fine in the ACC, but when we start getting out of conference play, playing the SEC teams, playing in the college football playoffs, which we want to get to every year, we may just get out-physicaled, out-talented, which that's just not what we want, what we've been building the program trying to be. So we took the 3 stars, made them play like 4 stars. We took the 4-star guys, made them play like 5 stars. And we've taken these 5-star guys and we've made them play like NFL caliber, high-level football. And we want to keep those 4-star, 5-star guys and keep accelerating their development and keep them playing at the highest of their potential. But also, in addition to it, there's still a lot of highly recruited ranked guys that haven't committed yet. For example, Trevor Etienne, the brother of legendary Clemson running back Travis Etienne. He's still uncommitted. 4-star recruit out of Jennings. And he set his commitment date for January 8th at the All-American Bowl. He was on campus visiting Clemson last week. So, I mean, there's still potential. There's still guys out there that haven't committed to schools that we can go in, talk to them, and tell them, hey, we have some guys that aren't coming anymore. We have openings that you can come and you can get some playing time. That's what we need to do. We need to go out and hit them hard and get them to come in and commit to Clemson. But overall, I'm happy we were able to keep Cade Klubnik. I think Cade's going to push DJ. I don't know if Cade's going to be the starter next year or not, but I think it'll be a good competition for DJ to help accelerate. Because competition, that breeds the strongest player. I mean, we're going to see come spring ball and come, probably next year, we're probably going to do a split quarterback system at the beginning of the year, see who's got the hot hand, and we're going to see who does better. I also think that maybe a different offensive philosophy would help too. Because I think DJ, the more I've thought about the season, I just don't think we played to DJ's strengths. I think we took DJ and tried to make him fit into our system. We took DJ, a square block, and took our offensive system, a round hole, and just tried to force the square block into a round hole. No, we can't do that. We need to look at DJ and say, what is he good at? He's not good at running. I don't know why we run him so much. I'm sorry. That's just not his strong suit. We need to sit. The offensive coordinating staff needs to sit down with DJ and be like, "Hey, what do you feel comfortable doing? What are your favorite throws, favorite routes that you want to throw to?" And then we need to maximize that, build systems around it where we're trying to get those specific routes open so DJ can hit those guys. Or if we want to go with the system of just finding a quarterback that fits into our system, let's ride out Cade and see if he can fit into it then. I'm also interested to see how the transfer portal goes. I mean, obviously Dabo has been very vocal about it. He does not like the transfer portal. I have mixed feelings about it. I think it's the one-time transfer rule. It's got good and bad aspects. I'm a little scared that it's going to turn into just kind of a college football free agency a little bit, but it hasn't yet. It's been pretty positive for guys. I mean, we've seen guys like Kenneth Walker, who he may not have gotten playing time at Wake Forest, and all of a sudden, he's a stud running back this year from Michigan State, probably going to go to the NFL this year, and it's been a great success story like that have happened in the transfer portal. Now, one guy that I've said before, and I'm going to say it again, Micah Pittman, a wide receiver from Oregon in the transfer portal. He has a little bit of an attitude. I will say, a little bit of an attitude, but that's exactly what Clemson's offense needs. We needed somebody on that offense that's got kind of a mean streak to him, somebody with an attitude that wants to go out there and dominate. And he was on campus visiting Florida State this year, so obviously he's looking around at schools outside of the Pac-12. He's been at Arizona, he went to Florida State. I'm not sure what other schools are on his list to visit, but I hope Clemson is. I think he could really fix our issue not having a slot receiver. Because we went from having, Artavius Scott did a little bit of boundary, he also did some slot stuff. We had Hunter Renfrow, slot guy, excellent receiver. Then we had Amari Rodgers in the slot. And now we tried to stick Justin Ross to the slot, but Justin doesn't want to run in the slot. I'm sorry, he's a boundary guy. It just did not work out. We need Micah Pittman to be a great slot receiver for Clemson. That's my pick for the transfer portal, who Clemson should get. But that's all I got for today, guys. As always, have a great day. Tell somebody you love them. Deuces.